Oh, shit. Good evening. Or good night. One of the two. Late night, fellas. And ladies. How's everybody doing? We'll give a few more moments for everybody to get in here. Whoever's going to get in here tonight. I apologize for such a late start tonight. I apologize. This was literally the only time I had all week to do this. So it was one of those things. It was either now or never. I also want to say before we dive too deep into the live, I know some of you guys probably saw the status. Completely forgot to pay my Wi-Fi bill. So if the episode tonight is sluggish, if it's a little chippy, chirpy, jumpy and shit, I do apologize. I plan on getting that paid by next week. We will have Wi-Fi back in the Tucker household. But for tonight, I don't expect a very long stream. Just to touch base with you guys, answer some questions, talk to a few of you guys. So not a very lengthy stream tonight as I would have hoped. But like I said, this was the only time I had to do this week, and I made the promise to you guys I would do this at least once a week. What are you here for? I'm live like I always am. You got a very what kind of first name is that? Are you German? Is that German? Good to see you though. It's good to see you too. I'm gonna try that name. I ain't even gonna try to say that name. Last name Adam. I appreciate you, man. If any of you guys have questions or anything like that tonight, you guys can ask at any time during the stream. Yo, B, good to see you. It's good to see you too. Is that Nicholas? It's good to see you, Nicholas. I was actually going to go to the, hold on. Good to see you too. Appreciate you guys. I was going to go to the football game tonight, but I ended up doing this instead because I'd rather talk to you guys. So you guys, it's just Adam. Oh, he is. Oh, okay, I get you. Hi, Bryce, what's up? How you doing? What's going on, Austin? I'm a riot. Thank you very much, Nora. I'm going to take that as a compliment. I hope that's a compliment. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, I was going to go to the football game tonight. I was going to get out the house. But I decided to stay home and go live instead. Because like I said, if I would have went to the game tonight, I would not have had the opportunity to go live this week. I got a wedding tomorrow. My cousin's getting married at 3:30. And then the after party, obviously, I'm not going to be physically able to go live tomorrow afternoon. I already know. Bryce, my man, this is Kirk Lowe with Affordable Heating and Air out of Douglas, Georgia, laughing and cutting up, watching your magnificent comedy. I appreciate you, Kirk. Kirk, are you the guy that messaged me, I think, 2 or 3 lives ago? And I told you I'd give you a shout out. I think you might have messaged me. I have not gotten to you yet, and that's my apologies. My bad. Hectic schedule. But I'll get to you, man. I'll get to you. Hey, from Clearwater Beach, Florida. How are you doing? Is that Margie, one of the two? I don't know why I said Margie. Yeah, so I'm already getting slow connection here. You guys, obviously, like you said, am I a WWE fan? Yes, I am. I do like watching wrestling. I'm a Southern boy. Us Southern boys, we grew up with fathers who loved Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, growing up in the late '90s, your parents or somebody you knew watched wrestling, whether it be Stone Cold, The Rock, and either you grow up and you grow out of it, or you stay a fan. And I was one of those people. I stayed a fan. You're the best. Love your content. Thank you, Nicole. I'm a funny motherfucker. Thank you, David. I appreciate you. Hey, brother, are you over in Alapaha? Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kirk Lowe sent 20 stars. I appreciate you, Kirk. That's 3 straight weeks you sent some stars. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the stars. Always appreciate the stars. Is that a Mango Loco Raz? No, this is a banana coconut Raz. And it's terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Makes me want to quit. which I need to. Hi from Tennessee. Hi, hey, hello, Sherry. Hello, Sherry. Howdy, Bryce. How are you doing, brother? I'm doing all right, Daryl. It's been a solid week. I've had my son, this week, so I can't complain there. Can't complain any week you got your son. But yeah, man, a great week. Can't complain. You cracked me up in Kokomo, Indiana. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, to know that I got fans up there in Indy. You're awesome. Push that career. You crack us up. I'm trying to push that career, Wesley. I'm trying to push it. I'm trying to get up there. These past few weeks, or really these past few months, I'll be honest with you guys, because you know I like to be straight up, straightforward with you guys. Last few months, I've taken a bit of a dive. I've taken a bit of a dive in engagement and in followers. And which I'm pretty sure you guys can see that. I mean, you can just go look at the followers on my page and tell that they've slowed down magnificently. We'll get it right in a second. And these past few days, really this past week, it's just boosted back up again. So I'm excited about that, and I'm happy about that. I love it. Rikishi for life. Man, we got a Rikishi fan in here. Yeah, we were Rock fans. LO, of course. Jeff Hardy was my favorite. We got all the wrestler fans in here. I'm a UFC fan. Me too, Daryl. Big UFC fan as well. I watch both the fake and the real. That's one thing that's always bothered me about people who, don't watch wrestling. When people always say, I don't watch that shit because it's fake, but then they'll go watch the new Marvel movie, or they'll go watch their favorite TV series, and it's like, it's no difference, man. It's just, you was honored to have met Junkyard Dog. I would have loved to have met Junkyard. Hell yeah, man, I got you. We basically neighbors. I'm right here in Douglas, Georgia. I went to college in Douglas over there, Kirk. I went to college in, South Georgia State University, which is kind of funny. That was kind of the plot, the direction I was going tonight, was talking about some of my college adventures that ultimately led to me getting kicked out of there. And despite the fact that I got a scholarship to go there to run cross country, and which very, very fun. But yeah, I pissed that shit down the drain, and I might get to that tonight. We might get to those conversations tonight. We'll see. The Mango Loco is awesome. Chandler, I don't know if I've ever tried that one. Man, I tell you what, it's hotter than two fat chicks fighting over a chicken strip basket. But anyways, how was your day? Chasing ghosts. I'll be honest with you, man. It felt good this morning and it felt good this afternoon, but it was hot as hell throughout the day. There was a bit of a breeze though that kind of kept me cool today, so I can't complain. Watching from South Arkansas. How are you doing, Ash? Danielle, hello from, I'm going to say Bifflo. If I said that right? Thanks for making my days. You cracked me the fuck up. I appreciate that. Danielle, Bifflo, where is that? What state is that in? Chris Wilson, I am a fan, but I stopped watching when the laud was done. Ohio in the Ohio. I'm gonna try to understand what you just said. I must be a little slow. I don't know exactly what you're saying. What's up from Texas? What's going on, Rick? Tennessee loves me. I appreciate that, Ashley. I have a lot of fans in Tennessee. A lot of oh God, I always get butchered for this because you could talk to a million folks and they all say Appalachia. Everyone says the shit differently. And no matter which way you say it, there's always someone ready to tell you that you're saying it wrong. So, yeah, the mountain people is what I just started calling you guys. What's up from Jefferson, Georgia? What's going on, Skeeter? I like the name, man. I like the name. Keep up the great work. You need to be over in Fernandina. I would love to come to Fernandina. If you got any place, I can come. I want to start, I'm going to start, I say, around the end of this year, I want to start doing bookings. So you guys can book me to go places. I can come to your fucking birthday party and shit. Not your kid's birthday party. I'm not coming to your kid's birthday party to tell jokes, all right? I did have that happen one time. I had a fan actually message me and ask me if I could come do some jokes for a birthday party, and I was like, yeah, man, of course. And they told me it was for like their 5-year-old, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And, you know, and they were telling me to clean my act up and stuff. Like, come on now, I'm not doing that. Man, I want to see Joe Rogan interview you. Dude, I have to go. I have a long way before Joe Rogan even looks my way, okay? But then again, I don't know. Joe Rogan does like unfunny white people, so I don't know. Joe Rogan I might get on there a lot sooner than y'all think. It might be possible. I don't know. Like Cat Williams said the best. That man puts about 6 or 7 people on there that ain't never been funny. No, I'm just kidding. When I say unfunny, I'm talking about Bert and specifically. Nobody likes Bert. I hate Bert. Bryce is a good name. I appreciate that, Bryce. Yeah, hell yeah, Bryce is a good name. Bryce is actually my middle name. I will not tell you my first name. I don't want to get doxxed. I've already learned my lesson there. Laura from Kentucky. Good to see you. Good to see you. Kirk, I appreciate the stars. Good Lord, have mercy. Who the fuck sent all those stars? I appreciate everyone who just sent stars. Good God. I just went from 40 to 209. Thank you. Thank you to all who sent stars. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all guys. You guys are amazing. I try to keep up with it. When people send stars, I try to keep up with it where I can tell you individually thank you, but the shit goes by so fast because so many people are commenting. Tracy from Southern Illinois, how are you doing? Indiana and the Heezy. I got a few Indianas in the house tonight. You guys are, if you're in Indiana, you're an hour behind me, right? So it's 8 o'clock there, so... I was a little worried about staying. I was worried about going live so late because it's 9 o'clock here. It's 9:03, and I know I got generally an older audience, and I was thinking, man, that might be bedtime for some of these mofo's. But then, it is a Friday night, so maybe some people stay up with me tonight, and we'll have a good little time. Come to Kansas, we'll all come and see you. Savannah, I'd love to come to Kansas to perform in front of you and all 100 of you guys over in Kansas. Just kidding. I heard it is pretty over there. I hear field and farmland for as far as the eye can see. We got some places like that over in Georgia, but nothing like that over in Kansas. I'll never stop watching. You are too funny. I appreciate you, Eric. I appreciate you for always tuning in and watching. Hey, from South Arkansas. Ash, I seen your comment earlier. I think that's the second time you commented that. But yeah, I seen it the first time, Ash. I don't forget. Nicholas with the 99 stars. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Chandler says Sugar Sean. Yes. You talking about Sugar Sean, the UFC fighter? I'm a fan. I was a big Quentin Rampage Jackson fan back in the day. I'll never forget when he fought Chuck Liddell. And my Uncle Kerry was a huge Chuck Liddell fan. He went out and got the buzz, not the buzz cut, but he got the mohawk just like Chuck Liddell did. And he came over and he got hammered drunk. And I'll never forget, that was the night that, I think that was the night that Jackson beat him, because I think they fought again and Liddell beat him. But Jackson, the first time we watched Jackson beat him, and I'll never forget, for like 2 weeks he had that fucking mohawk walking around. We was all making fun of him. Liddell got his ass whipped. And I like Liddell. Liddell's one of my favorites, but I was just a huge Rampage Jackson fan. I'm a Bryce, Uncle Meth Head Mechanic, and Ric Flair fan. Robert. The Meth Head Mechanic video, I actually went back today. That was the first video I ever posted on this channel. Which is funny. It was an old video from TikTok. When I first started posting on Facebook, I basically went back and took all my best content from TikTok, because I've been posting on TikTok for 2 years. I took all my most viral videos and I went to Facebook, and those were like the first 10 videos I posted were like my most viral videos. And it gave me a big boost of starting out on this channel. Saturday morning from Central Coast, Australia. Damn, Glenn, you're in Australia right now and it's morning time over there. That's crazy. Anytime I get an international fan from across the waters and shit, that's crazy, man. Glenn, one place I would love to do a comedy show is over there in Australia, because I hear that in Australia there is no such thing as political correctness. You guys are ruthless over there. You don't give no fucks. And I feel like I would fit in perfectly in that despite the fucking animals y'all got over there, y'all got fucking dinosaurs and shit over there in Australia. That's the only thing that's keeping me from going over there is the fact that y'all got fucking dragons that... I watched this documentary about this Komodo dragon that, like, went into this guy's hut and bit him, and the guy was, like, running for, like, a week through the woods, dying of fucking, you know, foot rot or whatever, and this motherfucker was, like, stalking him. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Like... You go to, like, honey, will you turn the ceiling fan? No, baby, that's a spider. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? The fucking spiders and the bugs and the animals, it's all fucked over there. But I would love to go over there and at least dip my toes in that culture, because I hear it, like I said, y'all don't give a fuck over there. And I like any place that doesn't give a fuck. Like, I like it when my own feelings get hurt sometimes. I feel the same way, Bryce. We got to here in Douglas, Georgia, baby. I'm rooting for you. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, Douglas. But yeah, man. For real though, Kirk, I got to get with you on that. I got to get with you on that collaboration. I'm not joking about that. I try to remember. Kirk Lowe with another donation. Kirk, I appreciate you, man. You've been showing me some blessings tonight, man. I appreciate you. Nicholas, sent you what I could, bro. Sorry, Illinois' inflation is insane. Can't even afford the pot to piss in. Dude, I think inflation's fucking crazy everywhere. I think everything is crazy right now. You're not alone in that boat. Nicholas, remember, man, you ain't gotta you ain't gotta send me a dime, man. You watching my videos and the support is all I need from you guys. I don't, the stars are amazing. I appreciate the stars. I do. You guys don't have to send anything. You guys do not have to send anything. The support is all I need. My favorite wrestler was Roddy Piper. Yeah, big fan of Rowdy. Roddy Piper, the reason why I like Rowdy is mic work. You know what I mean? He was a good wrestler, but dude could talk on the microphone. And that's one thing that I like in wrestling. I feel like it's been lost in wrestling. I can't get behind a wrestler if he can't talk on the mic. I mean, if you can't cut a good promo, I can't get behind you. I can't do it. You gotta be able to cut good promos. And the same thing in the UFC. Likewise in the UFC, you gotta be a good trash talker. You know what I mean? Like Conor McGregor was a great trash talker. You can say what you want about him, hate him, like him, whatever. Dude could talk trash. And he could back it up a lot of times. He did back it up. But, you know, then you got guys who obviously you could tell they've never talked shit before in their life. And those are the guys that like usually, I hate to say it, those guys usually get beat the fuck up. Those guys usually get beat. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a few humble ones. There's a few humble motherfuckers that can whoop some ass. But the ones that just don't know how to talk are usually the ones that get their ass beat up. Can you give me a shout out, please? He is Adam. Shout out to He is Adam. Is that what you're saying? It goes by He is Adam? Adam, there's your shout out, buddy. Robert's in here spamming the same comment over and over again. Robert, I see it the first time. And I said something to it. Man, I do AC working in this heat, fixing to go smoke me some Gary Payton and Pink Runts, dude, with the Corona, man. You have a damn good night. Man, the man said Gary Payton and Pink Runts. You know the bud's good when it's got a label to it, man. When it's got a name and you know what the name is. Although sometimes I think some of those people be lying. You ever go to a dealer and he'll say, yeah, man, this is that Afghan Kush. And then you smoke it and it's like fucking, like, shit tastes like fucking the shit tastes like the fucking field turf that they put on the high school stadiums. It don't do shit for you. Harder than two rabbits fucking in a wool sock over her. That's right, Jessica. It is hot. Watching from Central Coast, Australia. I appreciate you, Glenn. I seen your comment earlier, but every time when you guys comment, I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna try. I'm just right now. I'm just responding to all the comments. Y'all deal with me as I dive in. Tammy from Atlanta. I appreciate you, Tammy from Atlanta. Alinda sent 50 stars. I appreciate it. Did I say your name right? Alinda? I like that. That's a nice name. That's a pretty name. Alinda. I like that. Yeah. Hello from West Virginia. What's going on, Daniel? Road Warriors. Chris, I was a big fan of the Road Warriors. I watched one of their documentaries a while back. Robert's still spamming the chat. We love you, Robert. Watching from Kentucky. Went to a car show in Douglas, Georgia. Yeah, Douglas. So the thing about when I went to college in Douglas, and all you people who've ever been to Douglas, I don't know why I said that, you people. If you've ever been to Douglas, Georgia, you know there's not a lot to do in Douglas, Georgia, but the city is wildly expanding. Like, it's getting bigger. And if anybody who's been there recently can tell you, like, the city's getting bigger. I know the crime rate is getting fucking horrible over there from what I've heard. When I went to school over there, they didn't have, when I went to school over there, they had a track next to the college. By the golf course, there was a track there. And it's where we did, like, our training and shit during the season. And now there's a fucking Hobby Lobby sitting there. And a fucking Five Below. And I think there's a not a Hardee's. The Hardee's was already there, but there's another restaurant sitting there now. And then across the street, they got this whole little outlet mall looking thing going on. So yeah, that whole town is just fucking gotten huge since I was there. The fact that if there was more to do, there, I probably would not have got kicked out of school. But the fact that there was nothing to do there meant that we had to find shit to do. So one of the main things we used to always like to do when we were in college, and me and my cross-country buddies, we would go climb buildings. So if you've ever been to South Georgia State College, if you've ever been over there, all their buildings are it's like I don't know how to explain it, but we would go around during the day through classes. You know, we'd go to a building. We go to like, for instance, I'd have let's just say some type of English class, right? Literature, some type of bullshit like that, right? And so you would go to the literature building or the literature hall, whatever you want to call it. You would walk in, and you know, one of the things that we would do, we'd walk in and we look around like, okay, is there a ladder anywhere? Is there like a prop? Is there like a windowsill that we could stand in? Like, we were all the time plotting on climbing these buildings. The whole, our whole mission through the semester was to climb every single building at the college. And so we did that pretty easily. We had to run from campus police a few times, which was hilarious and fun. And then after we climbed all those buildings, we started going out and we started climbing buildings on the town. So we started, before I go too much further, let me catch up on the comments. Let me catch up on the comments. I hope you achieve everything you want. You deserve it. No kiddo B-Day party as though you left my poor little tink Cat Williams. I appreciate you, Jennifer, for the comments. Hello from Tennessee. How are you doing, Tanya? Hello from Texas. How are you doing, Anita? It's Friday, baby. Time to smoke and drink. You absolutely right, Kirk. I'm just catching up with the comments because I want to get to all you guys. Francis from Missouri. How are you doing? I'm 63, still party. Most people half my age. That's what I'm talking about, Daryl. Daryl, how's The Walking Dead going for you, man? Are you still getting good checks from that? What's up from Dothan, Alabama? How you doing, Alan? What the fuck is bedtime? I don't know what bedtime is, Tony. Jerry says he loves deer season. I appreciate it. That was a repost because I been busy as fuck. Hello from Creationville in Suwannee County, Florida. How are you, Adam? Hey, neighbor. Hey, neighbor. Hello from Maine. How are you doing, Bobby? I appreciate the 20 stars, Eric. I appreciate it very much. Birmingham, Alabama. What's going on, Jared? Kristen, who just moved to Oklahoma. Appreciate you. Outside of Daytona, Orlando area. Judy, I see you. I appreciate you for the comment. Hello from Boring, Oregon. Kimberly, I hear in Oregon they've got a law passed now that y'all can just do drugs however y'all want to do. They don't arrest nobody for doing any type of drug. Is that true? Because I heard that's what they're doing in Oregon now. And I hear Oregon. I hear Oregon is actually really fun in Corvallis. I hear Corvallis, Oregon is a big party city from what I've heard. Oklahoma here too. Your videos are great, man. Thanks for the laughs from Kansas City. I appreciate you, Jeffrey. I'm broke, but I love your videos. Hey, I'm broke and I make the videos, Heather. It's a hand-in-hand combination. Let's see. Westmoreland, Tennessee, Mike Davis. Used to be a Tank Abbott fan. Oh, I know, Tank. About to have a sweet little conversation with the Secretary of North Carolina tomorrow. I smell a lawsuit coming. Woo, Christopher, I'm glad that shit ain't coming my way. Kirk sending another 50 stars. Kirk is in here. Kirk, you done been smoking that shit, man. You in here fucking sending all kind of money. Slow down on that shit before you spend everything. I see Hitman's in here. What's going on, Hitman? Good to see you in here. Hi from Pickett Lane, that's either Mississippi or Missouri. No, that's Mississippi. Missouri is M.O., right? Mississippi is M.S., Missouri is M.O., yeah. Mississippi. How you doing, Tony? What up, twin? Hitman, what up, twin? What up, twin? I hate North Carolina like I wish I could find a place out of state like my damn sister. Come to Georgia. It's great down here. Watching from Western Massachusetts. I appreciate you, Kelly. I appreciate whoever just sent stars. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm trying to get through these comments. Good God Almighty. All right, watching from Belleville, really good Alabama. Hell yeah, I love watching you live. Thank you, Kelly. I'm trying so hard to fucking keep up with all these comments. Jesus Christ. Slow down, people. Slow the fuck down. Slow down. Here in Great Harnett County, North Carolina, waiting on deer season. Deer season is right around the corner. Cheryl with the 99-star donation. Thank you so much, Cheryl. You are amazing. I'm a teacher in Massachusetts and don't get paid in the summer. I would definitely send stars. Kelly, you have nothing to worry about, Kelly. My mom is a school teacher. My mom is a teacher, and my mom teaches SPED. She teaches in the special ed department. My mom is probably one of the most patient women you'll ever meet because of it. Because you have to have intense patience. Insane patience. No, scratch all that. You have to have God-given patience. And my mom's got God-given patience. I got to give it to her. Great mama. Hey, from Oklahoma City. Brittany Crawley. Yes. What's my favorite music genre? Kelly, I listen to everything. My music genre depends on my mood. I can listen to country music. I can listen to rap music, rock music, pop music, bluegrass, blues, jazz, reggae. It does not matter to me. It depends on how I feel today. If a song sounds good, I'm gonna listen to it. You guys can catch me listening to you guys can catch me listening to Johnny Cash just as fast as you can catch me listening to Lil Wayne or 2 Chainz, Lil Baby. You can any of the babies, any of the Lils. You can catch me listening to them, and then the next day you might catch me. I might be bumping a little Janis Joplin. You never know. Like, that's just me. That's it just depends how my mood goes for that day. You still love The Undertaker? Me too. I love how The Undertaker, whether you're a wrestling fan or not, I like how The Undertaker, now that he's retired, he's going around and we're actually seeing the actual person and not just him, which is kind of weird because I see him in interviews and it's weird to hear him talk normal and hear him to like talk about shit because he never broke character in his entire career. So it's weird seeing him do interviews and shit now. Hello from Colorado, Western Slope. How you doing, Dana, Danish, damsel in distress. How are you doing? Man, look, since I first started watching you, there was a bunch of days I was going through nothing but shit. But watching your videos always made my day brighter on some real shit. Christopher, I appreciate that. Christopher, you're not the only person that has sent me that message before. And you guys are actually the reason why I make the videos. I started making the videos because I was depressed, and damn, that just took a dark turn. But yeah, I was depressed at the time when I started making videos, and then when people started, when my content took off and I started getting views, that made me feel really good. But when people like you started commenting and telling me how much it influenced and helped them, that makes it a million times better, man. That makes it worth everything. I mean, I really don't know what else to really say, but it just, Yeah, man, it means a lot. It means a lot. I don't really know what else to really say, but I do appreciate you, man. Lawanda Nunn. Lawanda. Sound like one of them 80s names. I like Lawanda. That sounds like 60s or 70s. You like Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I was a big fan of Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Big fan of the Hose. I'm fixing to, maybe. Moo Davis says hi. How are you doing, Moo? It's good to see you again this week, Moo. The funny thing is, like, now that I've started going live every week, is I've noticed a lot of you people, why the fuck do I keep saying that? That's just weird. Why the fuck does it keep saying? It sounds racist, and I don't even know what color I don't even know it just sounds wrong. And then I just forgot what the fuck I was talking about, so my ADHD just kicked in. It just sounds so fucking wrong. I apologize. I apologize to all the people in the chat. Damn it, son. Damn it, son. And now I got a whole bunch of people in here. A whole bunch of wrestling fans in here. You guys, if a lot of you guys are wrestling fans, y'all gotta catch me whenever I'm with Talking Shit with Brian and them, because we do this thing where every month before the pay-per-views, we do our picks on who we think are gonna win the matches. And I've come to the conclusion I suck. Fuck, I suck at picking matches. But Randy Orton, Steve Austin, several of my favorites. Oh yeah, Randy Orton was great. Shit tastes like seaweed. You met the Von Erichs. Yeah, the Von Erichs. What's that movie? The Iron Claw. Thank you for reminding me. I've been wanting to see that movie, that Iron Claw movie. I haven't had the chance to go see it. I've been wanting to watch it. Watching from Costa Rica. Hello, Costa Rica. Gene. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what the fuck I was going to tell you guys, and then I fucking forgot. Yeah, I've noticed when I go live, there's like 10... I have like 10 norms in here. Like 10 people who are normal, who are in here every single week. I just want to say, you 10 or 15 people, I appreciate you. Because I notice you guys every single week you're in here commenting, and I appreciate that. Yeah, that's it. Okay, good. Stevie, keep doing what you're doing. Funny as fuck. I appreciate you, Stevie. It's been a down week. I'm sure you guys have been able to tell. Hi, Moo from Boston. How are you doing, Moo? It's God, fuck. It's been a long week. Okay. A lot of the videos that I've been posting recently have been reposts. They're old videos that I've been reposting. The reason why is because I've just been so fucking, I've had a lot on my plate. Alright, let's just call it what it is. I've had a lot on my plate. But, I've been navigating like a gangster, like a G, like I always do. Because I just do that shit. But yeah, I got like 3 or 4 skits written out for next week, so I have a whole bunch of new material ready for next week. It's just this week has been shit, absolute shit. Not as bad as last week. Last week was more terrible. Let's see. Sup from Myrtle Beach. What's going on, Stevie? Have I ever been up north? Kelly, I've never been. The most north I've ever been is South Carolina. And when I say I went to South Carolina, I literally mean I went to the Walmart in South Carolina. My son, Jesus Christ, my brother, you guys can tell it's been a long fucking week, okay? I could barely form a fucking sentence right now. My brother, we had cat scratch fever in 2009, 2010, I believe it was. He had cat scratch fever. We could not figure out what it was. They thought he had leukemia the entire time. So they sent us to the Children's Hospital in Augusta. And I remember, You Somebody by Kings of Leon. If any of you guys know that song, Kings of Leon, You Somebody, that song was the #1 song in America at that time. That song and Hotel Room by Pitbull, that Hotel Room song by Pitbull. Those 2 songs were all over the radio, and I'll never forget on the way up there, just wanting to fucking Oh my god, because those two songs were all that were fucking playing. And I just remember, other than like obviously being upset because I didn't know what my brother was going through, you know, thinking that he had cancer. But those two songs were all that played on the radio. And I just remember thinking, like, God, man, why can they just play any other fucking song than these two songs? And my brother had the Black Eyed Peas CD, back when CDs was still a thing, with the, was it that Boom Boom Pow and Meet Me Halfway, whatever album that was. And man, I was just so tired of listening to fucking that music. I was so burnt out on it. We went all the way up there. And I told Mom, I said, listen, we got to get a new CD for the car. I can't keep listening to this fucking Black Eyed Peas shit, you know. So Mom made a deal with me. We went to Walmart, which, if you guys know, Augusta, Georgia is right on the border of South Carolina. So we crossed into South Carolina to Walmart, and I'll never forget, I bought Eminem. Yep, it was 2010, because I bought Eminem's Recovery. It was either Recovery or Relapse, and that's what we listened to on the way home. But that's the furthest north I've ever been. I went into South Carolina to Walmart for 5 seconds. And the one thing I do remember, though, which was so weird, is the Walmart was decked out in Clemson Tiger shit. There was no South Carolina Gamecock, anything in there. It was all strictly Clemson. And this was before Clemson became, you know, Clemson. This is back when Clemson was still kind of ass, or mediocre at best. But I just remember that. I just remember thinking that was kind of weird that Walmart was just decked out in Clemson Tiger shit and no South Carolina shit. But anyways, yeah. All that, you know, long fucking chasing rabbit ass story that I just told you. I hope that answers your question, Kelly. Have you ever been up north? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go on a $5 on a fucking 5-minute monologue of just, yeah. Next question. Let's move on. To Christopher, appreciate you, dude, coming straight from the shitty streets of North Carolina. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name of that city, but I appreciate you, Christopher. I do love your name. Oh, you're talking about something. I know what you're talking about. Kansas City here. What's going on, Tom? What's going on? What's up, Eric? What's up, Eric? I went to college in Georgia. Are you asking me, Kelly? Yes, I went to South Georgia State in Douglas. Which is, for those of you who do not know, South Georgia, or Douglas, that's actually where Tyreek Hill, football wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins, used to play for the Chiefs. If you're a football fan, you know who Tyreek Hill is. Tyreek Hill went to high school in Coffee County in Douglas, Georgia, which is literally 30 minutes up the road from me. Like, it's a county over. So I always thought that was really cool, that I went to college the same place Tyreek Hill went. You know, whatever. Yeah, I always thought that was kind of cool. And I always, hold on. Man, I was fucking teachers in high school. Oh, that's just great, Christopher. You are hilarious, thank you. Hey, Amanda, how are you doing? Hi, Rachel. Calgary, Canada. What's going on, Dale? It's good. We got a Canadian here. Boys, and it's not Ryan Reynolds. Oh, yeah, it's great. That's what I like. Hello from Pueblo, Colorado. We good. Hell yeah, Dan. Dan, are you a football fan? How do you, if you're from Colorado, are you a Colorado Bus fan? Or are you big on prime time? Are you a Deion Sanders backer? St. Louis, Missouri in the house. I appreciate you coming from St. Louis, the Big Lou. What time is it where you are? It's 8:16 in Massachusetts. It's 8:16 in Massachusetts? How the fuck is that possible? It's 9:30 here. I'm in Georgia. I'm straight down from you. How the fuck are you an hour behind? Unless, is it that big of a curve? Do we come that far back out? No, there's no fucking way you motherfuckers are an hour behind me. No, there ain't no fucking way. You're not an hour behind unless you were in fucking Tennessee and over, like West Tennessee and over. You're in the same time zone as me, right? What's up, bro? Bloomingdale here. What's going on, Daniel? South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. What's going on, Amanda? Oh, 9:16, I'm in Massachusetts. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's 9:30 here, so apparently I'm 15 minutes ahead of you. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah. Well, I can see how that's possible. I can see how that could be possible, 15, 20 minutes. Whatever. Let's see. Up here in Canada, I rolled a 63-pound, 29-foot long joint. Dale. When you do that again, will you please send me a picture? I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Don't just tell me. Show me, Dale. Show me, Dale. He should have been on Kansas City last year. Yeah. He should have. Yeah, he definitely. I understand. I understand where Tyreek was coming from. Tyreek wanted that bag. He wanted that money, and he got that money. You can say what you want. He got that money. But I don't know, man. I feel like the amount of stats and shit that he's been putting up in Miami, he would not have been able to put up those numbers in Kansas City. And the only reason why I say that is, I mean, I don't know. I think Patrick's got too many weapons over there. You know what I mean? As far as like if you're on the Miami Dolphins, I mean, not to say they don't have weapons, but you know, Tyreek Hill is the go-to on the Miami Dolphins. I don't necessarily know if Tyreek was the go-to in Kansas City. Tyreek in Kansas City kind of felt more of like the last choice, as in like if nothing else is working, fuck it, just throw up for Tyreek, if that makes sense. In Miami, Tyreek is the first option. He's who you're going for. I like that you are broke. Makes you likable, relatable. Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't make any type of special money here on Facebook. I know a lot of people think that Facebook people make a shit ton of money. We don't make that much money. We really don't. So which always, it makes me laugh when I see content creators with a lot less followers than me bragging about how much they make on here, because the thing is there's a set base across everything that Facebook has a base of how do you say, calculate everything. See what I'm saying? So like, I can look at how much money I make, and because of that, I can look at other creators based on how many followers they have and how many likes and comments they get on their videos. I can look at that and I can guesstimate about how much they make. And I tell you, it's not a lot. Some people do. I ain't gonna say no names, but I do know some people on here that have, you know, a lot less followers, but they're all the time talking about how much money they make on here. And trust me. Trust me, you don't make as much as you think you do on here. The only time you make good money, I'll be completely honest with you guys, if you have a video go viral. You know, if you have a video go viral and you get 2-3 million views, then yeah, you might make $2,000 or $3,000 off that video, if that makes sense. Basically, you make on average about $1. It's about the same as TikTok. You make about $1 for every 1,000 views you get. So if I post a video and it gets 10,000 views, I make $10. If it gets 100,000 views, I might make around $90 to $100. If it gets 1 million views, I might make $1,000 on that one video. So I mean, viewership. You can make a lot of money on here, but at the same time, if you start getting a lot of viewership, they'll cut it down. They'll cut you back. What I mean by that is, say like all right. I'll give you guys an example. If, let's say for 2 weeks I'm making videos, and each video is getting like 1 million views, right? And I just get like 5 or 6 videos hit 1 million views, and I make $6,000 in a week or two, right? All of a sudden, that next week, Facebook will go from giving me $1 for every 1,000 views, all of a sudden they'll start giving me 75 cents for every 1,000 views. So basically, if my views get too high, I'll get punished for it. And they'll say, okay, you're making way too much money, we'll dial it back. So believe it or not, you actually can't make as much money. Like they do have a ceiling. They can dictate how much you make. They can definitely do that, and I've seen them do it plenty of times. So it's not sunshine and rainbows. It's not as much as what everyone thinks it is. You have to have millions of followers to be living comfortably on, Facebook and shit. Unless you're just lucky and every single video you make is just viral, But, yeah. Bryce, you make the world a better place to be in. Thank you so much, LaWanda. I love your name. LaWanda. It sounds like a 70s sitcom. I love it. Making it rain for you, brother. Good night. I appreciate you, Kurt. I appreciate you making it rain for me. I'm going to take a pause. All right. Arkansas. Jenny from Arkansas. What's going on? NW, Florida. I'm just going to assume you're talking Northwest Florida, Roxanne. Roxanne. I like Roxanne, but I like Rosanna just a tee bit more. Watching from Palm Springs, Cali. Margaret, hello from Palm Springs. It's what, like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock over there right now? Oh my God, that's one thing I hate. Speaking of, man, football season's coming up. I hate watching West Coast games, and I guess that's why the Pac-12 fell apart. Like for instance, next week, Hawaii is playing the first game of the college football season. And I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. I'd like to watch Hawaii play the first college football game of the season. What time does it start? Do you guys know what time their game starts? 12. 12 in the afternoon? No, motherfucker. 12 a.m. Who the fuck is going to stay up till 12 a.m. to watch a game of football? That shit don't make no damn sense to me. There ain't no way. Rachel, I appreciate the 20 stars. It's because you're hilarious. Hey, from Michigan. Elizabeth, how are you doing? Is this slow enough? You have a twin in Muskegon. Michigan, Suzanne, thank you. Hats off to your mom. I teach middle school. Yeah, clearly, your mom got experience from having patience with you, LOL. Elizabeth, that might be true. That's definitely true. Funny thing about it, in school, I definitely tested positive to being autistic, but my mom was like, no, he's not. And the school board was like, I think he kind of is. And my mom was like, no, he's not. And the school board was like, okay, fine, whatever. And that's how that went. And it went great till I got to college, and then I realized, I might be stupid. But no, it had nothing to do. It had nothing to do. I was on president's list my first semester in college. I will say, I made president's list. All right? Not toot my own horn, but toot motherfuckers. I made president's list. And what happened after that? Let's see. What happened after Bryce made president's list? Okay. Bryce became an alcoholic, is what Bryce did. Going back to my story from way earlier, before I got lost in the sauce with your comments. Some Upchurch bet you like him. Janae, I've been a fan of Upchurch since before Upchurch was making music. I followed Upchurch when Upchurch was doing comedy like how I was doing comedy. A lot of people don't know that. Ryan Upchurch started making making reels. Like how I make reels, he was doing the same thing. When his music took off, he went back and he deleted all his comedy videos for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, Ryan Upchurch, I was following him when he was just doing content. And then he bridged over into rap music. But back to college, yes. We used to fucking go out and climb buildings and shit. And we get drunk and we go, like I said, we go run around town and climb buildings. The funnest place we ever climbed. We climbed on top of Lowe's one time. You know how if you ever been to a Lowe's, you know the top of Lowe's has that, the house where it says Lowe's, and then it's got like the house that goes up like that. So we climbed up on top of Lowe's, which was crazy now that I think about it. Okay, so there was a ladder on the side of the building, but there was a fence around the ladder, right? But there was another ladder, like one of those, you know those ladders that you use in store, those push ladders that are real tall and you push them around so you can get to the top shelf? There was one sitting in the back, just sitting out back. So we fucking just pulled it up to the fence, climbed over the fence, and climbed up on top of Lowe's. And I'll never forget, we were up there, and we were on that fucking V, and we were taking turns climbing to the tip, and we would slide down. We were sliding down the sides. And I wish I fucking had that shit on camera. I do. Because this is when shit started going downhill real fast. Alright? That same night that happened, we went to go climb on top of Kmart. You guys remember Kmart? You guys remember when Kmart was a thing? We went to go climb Kmart. Okay, this is the first time I didn't get in trouble, but this is when I should have known it was time to give it up. We were climbing on top of Kmart. Okay? If you guys know, Kmart, Walmart, the same thing. They have the, you know how Kmart and Walmart have the garden section where they got the fence, you know, on the outside? So our idea was we were going to climb the fence at the garden section and climb up that way. So we climbed the fence and everybody was climbing up. I was the last one. I couldn't reach, so I needed a hand. About that time, the fucking cops pulled around the curve. No shit, can't make it up. Cops pulled around the curve. My buddy, I wish that motherfucker was watching this stream right now. Fuck you, you asswipe. Hey, we never still good buddies, but fuck that man for that night. That man left me hanging on the side of that fucking building like this right here. Just fucking looking. At that point, I was just looking for God. I was like, God, please pull me up. Like, is there somebody, anybody, nobody, nothing, nada. I had to jump and fucking run through the fucking... You ever been out of town and you ran through the ghetto out of town? It's one thing to be it's one thing to be in the ghetto. It's one thing to be out of town in the ghetto. I was hauling ass through the ghetto, and I shit you not, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it as long as I live. And I probably shouldn't be telling this story because I could probably get in trouble. Never forget it, man. The cop, there was a hole through the fence, and I'll never forget it. I was just small enough I could skim through that hole. I skimmed through that hole, man, and I'll never forget looking back and seeing the cop. Like, half his body was through the hole, and he was like he was stuck. And he's sitting there worming it. And the funny thing about it is I never seen that image again until I had my son. And I was in the delivery room, and my ex-old lady was delivering my son, and his little head popped out, and his head was doing that fucking poltergeist shit, like fucking twisting around. And I was like, holy fuck, is that... And then I thought about that fucking cop from that night. And there's certain things that I wish could be recorded, that I wish I could go back and relive in real time. But that night, as soon as that was over, I went back to the dorm room and I got drunk. And then I got a ticket for fucking being drunk on college campus, and I almost went to jail, and a whole bunch of shit happened, okay? I had to call my dad. I had to tell him, like, yeah, man, I got a ticket for drinking in college. And my dad was like, a ticket? That's what you're supposed to do in college. And I was like, I know, Dad, what the fuck? But it's shitty situation. And where am I going with this story? Oh, okay. I'll tell you where I'm going with this story. After that, college went downhill for me very fast. Started drinking way too much, having way too much fun. I went to my first strip club in college. That was a wild experience. You ever been to a strip club they serve food at? Like, have you ever experienced that before? Like, have you ever tried to eat a Philly cheesesteak sandwich with a fucking ass popping in your face? Have you ever had that happen before in your life? Like, have you ever had to, like, try to eat your food, and you got this bitch, and she's got her booty sweat bouncing on the side of your face, and you're trying to enjoy your meal? If you've never experienced that, you have to experience that at least once in your lifetime. At least one time in your lifetime. It's gotta be the equivalent. I don't know how to even explain it, but trying to eat a sandwich with someone stripping on the table that you're eating off of, right, is it's a weird it's where the fuck am I going with this fucking story? Where the fuck am I going with this? Back to comments. Back to the fucking comments. Back to the comments. I obviously smoked too much before I started. I did this long monologue and I have no idea where I was going with this story. And that's the problem with ADHD. You start stories with no real finish in sight. Thank you. Thank you guys for sitting through. Thank you guys for sitting through my shit stories. Going to play some Elden Ring. Daniel, hell yeah, man. I fucking hate that game. I hate any game that causes me to rage quit. I Twitch stream golf, right? Just because golf makes me so mad. And people like to watch me get mad and cuss out my game. I don't know why, but they do. So that's what I like to do in my spare time. But I could never play a game like Elden Ring. I can't play any game where... Elden Ring is a game where you're supposed to die until you figure out the strategy. And I can't play any game where you're supposed to die until you figure out... Like, no, fuck, no. Absolutely not. Kurt is saying my music is all over the place. Some of you... Okay, so I think some of you guys must be watching this video from way back towards the beginning. Because I see some of your guys' comments. David from Wyoming. What's up, man? What's up, David? Some of you guys' comments are answering questions from way back earlier. So I think some of you guys are probably not watching this live, but watching this from the start, which is totally fine. Have I heard Tusky Brothers? Nikki, that sounds familiar, but I can't say I have for certain just because of the fact that I can't say for sure if I don't know for sure. But I feel like they sound familiar. David, living in Wyoming from now, Illinois, Mississippi, Louisiana, all three off and on. So you've been to all three. What's your favorite? What's your favorite to live in? What's some pros and cons of all three? Illinois, Mississippi, and Louisiana. What's your pros and cons to all three? Wisconsin. What's going on, Reba? I love you, Reba. I seen Reba got a new show. Kristen says, my mama was a school teacher too, pre-K and special needs, but now she is just lost, batshit crazy. But I ain't mad at her. So in Florida, Hurricane Charlie and Ian, but Georgia, Atlanta raised. Oh yeah, so I'm guessing the kids got the better of her, which hey, that happens. That fucking happens from time to time, and we can't get. I mean, you gotta be. I mean, fuck. If I could just goddamn speak. Sorry, Lord, I didn't mean to use your name in vain. Fried green tomatoes. Reba, I love some fried green tomatoes. I actually watched the movie Fried Green Tomatoes just the other day. If you've never seen the movie Fried Green Tomatoes, go watch Fried Green Tomatoes. It's a good fucking movie. Okay. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Oh yeah, of course, David. I love Ricky the Dragon. His daughter Tamina, not so much. Not a big fan of Tamina. Tamina the Mina. Whatever they call her. Hello, my name is Jeff Yates. I'm from Virginia. I really look forward to seeing your videos. It lifts my spirit and makes me laugh. I'll fight with depression and you lift me up and make me smile. Keep them coming, brother. I appreciate you, Jeffrey. I appreciate you, man. Again, like I said earlier, any time I have a person come out and tell me that I've helped them through some shit, it means a lot. It absolutely means a lot. Because you guys got to understand, when I started doing this shit, I did it out of depression. I was very depressed growing up. Not growing up. I would say after I dropped out of college. Because I had this not a full ride. The scholarship paid for basically 80%. And, man, I had this whole, this whole idea set out for me about getting my degree and being, because it was a JUCO. South Georgia State's a JUCO, and I was going to, run 2 years there, and then I was going to transfer and run my junior and senior year at another college, and there was so much that I just had set in stone that it was going to happen, and honestly, and I hate to say it, man, it all started, my girlfriend, my high school sweetheart dumped me. She broke my heart. She left, because, I guess because I was in college or something. I don't know. It was teenage bullshit, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure it's because we were in college, and, I was in college, she was in high school, and I stayed in college. I stayed in the dorms, so we didn't see each other as much, and I think that caused her to dump me, because, when you're high schoolers, it's all about seeing each other. If you don't see each other for a week, you can't coexist. But anyways, yeah, that bitch broke my heart. Broke my fucking heart. And then she got pregnant 3 weeks later. You dumb bitch! Fuck! And that fucked me up mentally. So after that, yeah, man, I was pretty screwed up. But that wasn't all of it. Like I said, me drinking was the problem. Me drinking was definitely the problem. It had nothing to do with her breaking up with me, but it definitely probably started because I definitely started drinking a lot heavier then. But when everything fell apart and I dropped out of college, big depression. I worked at the DOT, the Department of Transportation. I was I did a lot of things out there. My favorite thing to do was flag holding. Was the little the stop sign guy, stop, go. A lot of people get shit for that. That was my favorite job, because when I was doing that job, that meant I was not doing any of the other bullshit that everybody else was doing. Like, man, dude, working at the DOT, that's the easiest job there is, and you're getting paid just as much as the guy that's in there busting his ass, sweating his ass off in the ditch, or cleaning the brush, or whatever the fuck he's doing. I'm getting paid just as much, and I'm sitting here just turning the sign. That was my favorite job in the world. But I went to go get promoted, and I smoked, and I failed the drug test. And so, which funny story, I passed the drug test. They gave me a random drug test. I passed it. And then the next day I came back, I got promoted. But because I got promoted, they had to drug test me again. Because you got to get drug tests every promotion. So then I got fired because I got promoted. And then I went to this depression. And then I started working at a chicken house. I worked at the chicken house. Basically, when I say chicken house, I mean like collect the chicken. Like the chicken eggs. Like they had the conveyor belt. Eggs would come out, And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I liked that job. I did. But financially, hell, man, I just wasn't getting paid shit. I wasn't getting paid shit. Obviously, it's a chicken house. That's minimum wage type shit. But God, I love the people out there. I love my coworkers out there. Like, they were like family. When I started making videos, the 4 people I worked with at that chicken house were my first 4 followers when I started TikTok. When I started TikTok, those are my first 4 followers, were the 4 people I worked with at that chicken house. And they still all follow me, and we're all still great, close friends. But it just got to a point, man, where I realized, like, I gotta do something else. I can't be here for the rest of my life. So that's what I did. I went out and I tried to find something else. And then I got into farming. And when I quit the chicken house and I got into farming, things were up and up from there. I love farming. It's my favorite thing. The only thing I hate about farming is that you have lots of off time in between, like, you're planting, you're cropping, you might be doing some spraying, but other than that, there's a lot of fucking no time where you're really not doing anything. And, or not necessarily that you're not doing anything, but you don't necessarily need a lot of hands to do what you need to do around the farm. You know what I mean? So, things slow down. And so I go through months where, like, I'm not really working in the field that much. And during those months, I am 100% depending on the money I make on Facebook and TikTok to get me through. Which it does. It does get me through. Like I said, you don't get paid all that much, but you get, it's comfortable. Obviously it's not enough that I can just go splurge. I can't do that. I still have to be, responsible with my money. But if you're someone who's responsible with money and takes good care of it, and you're a good saver, it's definitely enough to be comfortable on. But definitely, like when I'm farming and I'm making farm paychecks on top of this, oh man, those weeks and months are fucking amazing. They're great. Can't even get upset about those weeks. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up with the comments. Nikki says, let's talk about music. What kind of music would you like to talk about? Is anybody else in the comments want to talk about music? We can talk about music. We can talk about music. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Four Horsemen watching the Beggs, Oklahoma. How's your water main, bro? Mosquitoes had a field day. My water line, it's fixed, man. It's working perfectly fine. It's been great since we fixed it. The water has dried up. Everything is back to normal, man. It's been great since we got it fixed. Perfect fix. Perfect fucking fix. Shout out to my dad, by the way. My dad provided the backhoe that was able to get up in there and dig that bitch up. So shout out Dad in the backhoe. Kelly, over the last 3 years, I seen this comment. I wanted to come back to it. Over the last 3 years, I lost both my parents and my only 2 uncles, and my daughter's father got custody of my daughter when she was 14. She just turned 16. I have not seen her since March. I was in a dark place, and I came across your videos, and I actually laughed for the first time in a long time. You definitely have helped me during my dark days. Kelly, I appreciate that. And likewise, your comments and kind words have gotten me through my dark days as well. So, it's what do you call it? It's a good friendship that we have going here. A beautiful friendship we have going here. David Owen says the Four Horsemen, always big fan of the Four Horsemen. I know a lot of that. Hey, I might be a young gun. I know a lot of old wrestling. I know a lot of old wrestling shit. Watching from Beggs, Oklahoma. How you doing, Nikki? Thomas, I appreciate you asking about the water line, though, man. I'm actually surprised someone asked about my water line. Yeah, man, water line's good, man. I appreciate that. Before we go any further, I just reached over 1,000 stars on this live. Thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate it. Again, I'll say it again like I said countless times. You guys do not have to send me anything at all. You do not have to. You don't. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Just want to say that. All right, let's move on. You are a good person. You bring so much enjoyment. Thank you, James. Your guys' comments and kind words bring enjoyment to me. So thank you, guys. Christopher says it's been nothing but hell. Honestly, hey man, it's been hell. I think we're all in that boat. It's been hell for a lot of us. You're not alone there. That's one thing you gotta remember too, man. Anytime you're depressed or anytime you feel shitty, man, just remember you're not the only person that feels that way, man. There's plenty of people feeling that way. And we're all trying to navigate and get through it, just like how you're trying to navigate and get through it. But if it ever gets too bad, man, talk to somebody. Talk to somebody. It ain't I know us men think it's we've been taught our entire lives it's what do you call it? It's chicken shit or bitchy to talk about your feelings, but you should also always talk about your feelings, man. If you got an old lady, talk to your old lady about your feelings. I'm telling you, your old lady is perfect to talk to about. If she a good old lady, if she's a good one. If she's a good one. Now, if she's one of those bitches that's going to throw it back up in your face the next argument, you shouldn't even be with her. But if she's a good woman, she's a good woman. You know what I'm talking about, an old lady. Y'all know what I'm talking about, an old lady. If you got you an old lady, that's the perfect person to talk to about your problems. Maryland Eastern Shore, how are you doing, Amy? Jennifer says, absolutely. I don't know what you're absolutely in, but I'm seconding it. Absolutely and absolutely. You are definitely badass. Kelly, thank you. I wouldn't say I'm badass. I'm just a little funny. I can't throw a punch to save my life, but I can tell a joke. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But I do also have a license to carry, so run up on me if you want to. Welcome to South Georgia. You are definitely badass. Oh, I just read that comment. Thank you. I just reread that comment again because I want to, I try to be humble, but your words definitely make me feel like a badass. I've been to South Carolina, many different places. South Carolina, I haven't been in South Carolina. I haven't been far enough into South Carolina to really know about South Carolina and what it looks like. I've heard that South Carolina is like, I hear South Carolina has the most putt-putt courses of any place in the world. Is that true? Because if so, I'm going to South Carolina because I don't know if any of you guys know this or not. I'm a massive putt-putt fan. Putt-putt is my favorite fucking pastime. I love fucking putt-putt. Every time we go to the beach, every time we go anywhere there's a putt-putt course, we gotta play putt-putt. So if anybody knows any putt-putts places, y'all let me know. You say you like South Carolina better than North Carolina. Dude, I've never been to North Carolina, and I can already tell you right now I feel like I would like South Carolina better. And I don't even know why. Just because North Carolina has North in it. I don't like it. Don't like it. David Owens, Alice in Chains. Big Alice in Chains fan. Yes. I like Alice in Chains. I was a big 90s grunge rock. 90s grunge. I was a big 90s grunge fan. However, as I've gotten older, I was a big fan of like Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden. As I got older, I kind of started to lean more towards, I'll be honest with you guys, Smashing Pumpkins. The Smashing Pumpkins has grown on me these last 2 or 3 years. I've become a massive Smashing Pumpkin fan. And I don't know where that came from, because I wasn't a big fan of them for the longest. And then all of a sudden one day I was like, it's like, wow, this band's actually pretty fucking decent. And I like Bush. I like all, your post-grunge bands, 95, 96, that time. And I like a few early 2000s bands. A few early 2000s, but not many. And as far as like this new generation, I'm not a big fan. I like Slipknot. I like Slipknot because I feel like Slipknot never sold out. And Slipknot, if there's one thing I will say, Slipknot never went mainstream. And I don't care what nobody says. They play the same kind of music, never sold out, never went mainstream. So I at least give them respect. I at least give them respect. But I like older Slipknot a little more. I like Slipknot when Corey was an alcoholic and he was fucking crazy. Yeah. So basically back when he was going through shit, it was a lot better. Now it's just kind of, it's alright, but I just tuned in. What are we talking about? Nikki, we've been talking about all kind of shit. I was talking about college and all that good shit. Oh yeah, that's right. I got a wedding I got to go to tomorrow. I forgot about that. Fuck. And then I got an after party I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna get so sloppy. Fucked up tomorrow. I apologize for any unnecessary post or comment that I make tomorrow. You guys know, especially if you're longtime fans, when I get drunk, I tend to hop on Facebook and get a little silly with it, alright? So I want to apologize in advance for tomorrow evening because I definitely am going to have a good time. I'm going to have a great time tomorrow. Like I said, I don't drink anymore. I'm an occasional drinker now, which means it has to be an occasion. Tomorrow I will be drinking for the first time in probably 6 months. No, I take that back. I had 2 beer when I went to the Atlanta Braves game. Because, like I said, I'm not a drinker, but I've always told myself if I went to the Atlanta Braves, I was going to buy a hot dog and a beer. And that's exactly what I did. I went to the Braves game, I got me a hot dog, and I got 2 beer because it was hot, and that first beer went down like water, and I needed another one. And after that second beer, I remember I went to go throw my trash away, and I was walking sideways, and I was like, okay, that's where we stop. We're not going for 3. Because I parked a mile away from the fucking stadium. I was not walking back to that truck in that type of weather drunk. I wasn't going to do that. But yeah, tomorrow I'm getting hammered. And then, oh shit, never mind. I got drunk when I went to the beach the other weekend. Fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I drink a little more than I thought I did. Okay, maybe I can't claim that I don't drink. But regardless, tomorrow I'm going to get busted. Come to Arkansas, brother. Let's duck hunt. Keep on keeping on. Colton, I'd love to come duck hunt with you, man. I heard Arkansas's got some great duck hunting spots. I got a guy that lives. He's like a big time farmer. He says he goes to Arkansas all the time to shoot ducks. He said it's a lot down there. Hi from northern Minnesota. How are you doing? I like the story. Thank you, Kelly. I'm way up in the Rocky Mountains of Montana. Can't get no further north without seeing Tim Hortons. Chris, you're in Montana. Oh, my man, Chris. Chris. Yes, Chris from Montana. What's going on, Chris from Montana? It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you again. I've noticed how some of you, do I know anything about Vegas, Oklahoma? No, I've never even been. Love your videos. Kentucky here. How are you doing? Oh, Jesus Christ, at the fucking comments. Oh, my God. Fuck. Guys, I thought I was right behind y'all. I just scrolled down. I'm at least 200 comments behind. No fucking wonder all these comments look old. Holy shit. Thank you guys for the stars. I'm sorry for the fucking million people I just missed. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. Y'all. I did not know I was that fucking far behind. I'm sitting here and I'm like, why the fuck are these questions so old? Or not these questions, but why is the conversation, like this is shit that we talked about an hour ago. Why are these people, fuck, I'm an hour behind, I'm like 200 comments behind. I'm caught up now. Someone asked, am I single? Yes, I am single. And I gotta be honest with you, after this last relationship, I don't think I'm gonna be fucking looking for any time soon, so I wouldn't get too excited about it. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This last relationship fucked me up so bad that for 2.2 seconds I thought about being gay. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all guys. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna jump the ship. I'm gonna do it. It's better that way. You know. But nah, man. I like the cooch, man. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I like a little good boom boom every now and again. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I'm not looking. I'm not looking right now. You have no idea how the amount. It's not. I'll be honest with you guys. It's not a lot. But I do have females hit me up from time to time, and they'll say they'll ask me out, or they'll ask am I single. And as much as I appreciate it, I'm not in any way, shape, or form looking for a relationship right now, at all, in the slightest. So yeah, I'm just putting that out there. At all, don't want it. You would like to meet me? You think I'd be hilarious to chill with? Thank you. I'm just a normal person. I gotta be honest with you. If we hung out, I'm just normal as fuck. I mean, some people think I'm chill, but I think I'm just normal. I talk a little bit too much sometimes, especially when I'm high. I talk way too much when I'm high. I'll just be completely honest with you. Is anybody in here from Nashville? Not Tennessee, but Georgia. Is anybody around here from, I went to school with? Does anybody know what the Berrien football score is? My high school football team is playing tonight. We're playing our rivals. I was going to go to the game because we're playing our rivals, and I wanted to get out the house because I never get out the house. And, but then I realized that, I was going to be at a wedding tomorrow, and then Sunday is Sunday. I don't feel like doing shit on Sunday. So this was literally the only time I had to go live with you guys. So I skipped out on going to the game to go live tonight. So, you know, you guys should feel special, because you are. I used to be married to a roofer, so there's nothing you could say or do drunk that would surprise or offend me. Yeah, used to be married to a roofer. Yeah, married to a roofer. Yeah, you've definitely seen some shit. You've definitely seen some shit. Isn't it weird when a roofer puts a hole through a drywall? Like, why the fuck would you destroy what you helped create? It makes no sense to me. I've seen that shit before, man. I've seen, you know, I had a buddy who was real bad about punching holes in walls. And he fucking worked on walls. And I was like, dude, that's like your fucking bread and butter. Like, why the fuck? And you know what he used to always tell me? He used to say, because I know how to fix it. That's what he would tell me. He'd put a hole in the wall and I said, why'd you do that? Because I know how to fix it. And I gotta admit, that's a kind of a badass thing to reply to someone when you just punched a hole through the wall. But, hey, you know, do you, man? Shouts from North Carolina. I see you, Gear Punk. Gear Punk, I like that. I'm good with that, Crystal. What's up from Pearson, Georgia? What's going on, Ricky? Up behind, single, just mingle. What's up, big sexy? Crystal said, check my messenger. Oh God, we got some boobies in the chat. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. I don't know. I can't put it past some of y'all. I done seen some tatas on here. Some of them I didn't want to see. I remember this one grandma, she sent me a picture of her tatas. She had her life alert. She had it peeled up to the side. You know what I mean? She had it just in view. You know what I mean? It's like, God damn, I wonder if she presses it when one sag's lower than the other. Hey, Rico, Kai, and Zoe, Apollo, Zelina. Jesus Christ. What a fucking name. Does your whole family share a joint Facebook account? I've seen husband and wife have joint Facebook, but never the whole family. So yeah, this is my family account. This is where the whole family comes. I got a FSU. Oh, speaking of Florida State. All right, guys, let me ask you something before we go too much further. Okay, I want to run this by you guys. You guys let me know what you think about it. What do you guys think about, like, if I live stream, like, during the college football season? Usually, you know, they have, like, Thursday night games or, like, a Friday night game. What would y'all think if I started live streaming while there was, like, live streaming during, like a watch along, I guess you would say. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to show you the game because my shit would get taken down, copyright, all that bullshit. But like how we did the Super Bowl, I don't know if you guys seen the live where I did the Super Bowl half show, where, you know, basically I'll have a game in the background and I'll watch the game and we'll still be talking and shit, but it'll be kind of like a, you know, a back and forth thing. I thought about doing it, but I don't know how many college football fans I have in here. Like, I feel like it would only work if I have a lot of college football fans that would be interested in watching that. So let me know, because if that's the case, you know, I thought it'd be cool if if I went live, like for instance, if say there's a Thursday night football game. I go live during the game, and we could do just like how we're doing now, talking, and then I can give an update on the game, or I can do like a watch along with the game during the college football season. And like, I can have my laptop and I can look up scores and people can ask and I can figure out the fucking score, you know. I could be like your Red Zone. I could be like your fucking, I could be your fucking, your Kmart Joe Dirt. I could be your fucking, your knockoff, your great value. What's that dude's name at a Red Zone? Is it Chris Hansen? Is that his name? Red Zone dude? I could be your knockoff Chris Hansen. Think that doesn't even sound the right name. I feel like I'm using a wrong name. I feel like I'm using a name that's a bad name. Chris Hansen. Wait a minute, is that the dude that did who the fuck is Chris Hansen? That's the dude that did the Cheaters, ain't it? Football all the way. Yeah, but nah, I can't remember what that dude's fucking name is. The dude that does Red Zone. I could be like a redneck Red Zone, right? I could sit here and I could tell the scores and shit, the games and everything. You guys let me know, but only if I got a lot of football fans in here. It wouldn't work if I don't have a lot of football fans. Sounds like a good time? Yeah. And okay, it would be cool if you did a live stream with movies. I can't do it. I mean, I can, but I can't show the movie because I'll get copyrighted for it. I'm trying to think. It was something else we could do. Okay, what do you guys think about this? Every week I go live during a game. We vote for the game I go live for. So for instance, like for instance, we could say, okay, this Saturday we got Florida State playing Florida. We got Georgia playing Alabama. We got LSU playing Tennessee. Who do y'all want to see? Or not who do y'all want to see, or who do y'all want me to watch along with? You guys can vote. And then I'll sit there and I'll watch the game and I'll talk about the game. I obviously can't show it, but, you know, shit like that. I'm thinking of just new ways to just do lives, because I want to start doing more lives, a lot more lives. I enjoy doing lives. I really do. And before I go any further, I appreciate whoever just sent me stars. Thank you for that. I appreciate you sending me stars. I'm trying to keep up with all my star senders, but you guys gotta understand, if I accidentally miss you, it's just because, man, there's so many fucking comments in here. There's so many people. There's so many comments. It's hard for me to keep up. But whoever just sent those stars, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for sending the stars. It means a lot. Thank you. You're not a huge football fan, but you'd watch it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It wouldn't be just about football. Like, we would still be having regular conversation like we are now. Like, no different. It would just be like, I would be doing this, and then I would, okay, and LSU's up by 7, 3 minutes left to go in the quarter. They drop back. Okay, that's an incomplete pass. And then right back to you guys. That's basically what I'm talking about. But I want to do things like that. I want to start trying to do different things. I don't know. You guys know ADHD. I'm constantly trying to come up with new shit, new things, and new ideas. But Daryl says he thinks he's going to make some broccoli-infused moonshine. Dude, that sounds... Broccoli-infused moonshine. Broccoli, though... Okay, so hear me out, right? Broccoli, I love broccoli. I'm a huge broccoli fan. I've loved broccoli my entire life. Not just smoking it. I love eating it too, all right? How the fuck... Broccoli, but broccoli to me doesn't have a taste. So, like, how does that work? What is broccoli-infused moonshine? What does that taste like? Because broccoli doesn't have a taste to me. No, broccoli doesn't have a taste. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. It really don't. It might... But it just tastes like green. It tastes like plant. So, like, what does that taste like? And Daryl, I would like to try it. You know you're getting old when you start getting indigestion. Josh says, what's up? What's up, Josh? Kristen says, I want to go to your party. LOL. What party? Oh shit. It's not my party. It's my cousin's after party for the wedding. They're getting married at 3:30 or 4, something like that. And then I think the after party starts at 5, which is wild, because if the after party starts at 5, that means I'm going to be out by 6:15. I mean, that gives me a long night. I don't, whoo, I'm gonna have to drink. I'm gonna have to, like, not drink for, like, the first 2. I'm gonna have to wait till, like, 9 o'clock to start drinking to enjoy it, or have one and take, like, a water break in between or something, because I'm a lightweight. 10%. Damn phone. You say you don't like broccoli, it tastes like spinach. Everything green tastes green to me, except collard greens. Collard greens. Now that's got a different taste. Everything else, just green. Kevin says, Bryce, you're fucking great! With multiple exclamation marks. You're going to need a moderator and page manager, bros. I have some really solid ideas along the lines of what you're talking about. Like, for real, I'm about to start streaming next week. Let's collaborate. Kevin, that's the thing, Kevin. I have no idea. Like, I'm not educated in moderators and page managers. I have no idea how that works. I have no idea how moderators work. I have no idea how page management. I have no idea how any of that works. Like, I don't. Maybe send me a DM and fill me in on some of that shit, how that works. But I don't know how that shit works. And to be honest, a lot of it is it's hard for me to trust people. Like, I'm scared someone's going to hack my shit. So I don't. Obviously, I mean, I don't know. It might be a little different than what you're talking about, but I don't really know too much about it. Have you ever heard chili syrup? Add some to a drink. That's a good time. I've never heard of chili syrup before. It sounds heinous, to be completely honest with you. It sounds fucking disgusting, but I would try it. Is it open bar? I don't know if it's open bar or not. I remember when I went to my aunt's wedding, I'll never forget this shit. At my aunt's wedding, it was literally, you had one free drink and then you had to pay for the rest of the night. That was how it was set up. You got one free drink. And you had to fuck that shit. Let me tell you something. We snuck in so much alcohol in that venue and we weren't supposed to. We didn't give a fuck. I wasn't paying no damn $10 for a damn I would have had to have drunk that. Look, I'm not even I was an alcoholic then. I would have had to have drunk that whole goddamn. I would have had to drunk that whole wine cellar out to get a buzz. There's fucking there's little 2% mixed slushies they were making and shit. Fuck, man. Come on now. That shit was fucking, God. And I remember I ran a race that morning. I'll never forget, I was in college. I ran a race that morning. I ran an 8K that morning. And I remember I ran that 8K and I remember thinking to myself, like, oh my God, I'm going to get so toasted tonight because I ran that 8K and I was so tired and like my body's exhausted and the alcohol is just going to take me away. Shit, man, I didn't even catch a buzz that night, man. Drink water in between my drinks. Yeah, I know that's what you're supposed to do, but that's not what I ever do at all. That's not what I do. Daryl QQ party. Yeah, I know Daryl needs to have a party. Daryl needs to have a moonshine party and we all come try moonshine. Is broccoli legal in Georgia? Talking about the smoking broccoli? No, the fuck it's not. It's not. I've been to jail for it multiple times. Although now you just get a ticket for it. So, with that being said, they need to go and take that shit off my record. Because that shit is on my record that I went to jail. They need to take that shit off. Since it's cool now. Yeah, Summer says trust no one. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't trust. Like, I've had plenty of people say, oh, you should get a manager. You should get a this and that. And it's like, man, I don't really trust too many people to be doing no shit like that. Oh, you meant chill syrup. No, I don't think I've ever heard of that either. I'll be completely honest with you. Hold on. Saturday is race day, dirt track. That's what you need to do commentary on. Ah, yeah. See, now that would be something. I would actually be fun. Like I've had like Catfish Cooley. You know how Catfish Cooley? I don't know if you know. I'm sure some of y'all know Catfish Cooley. How they do that redneck brawl where they commentate those boxing matches, those redneck brawls. I would love to do some shit like that, man. That seems like it would be so fun. Or to have any type of like redneck game or something like that and me commentating. Oh my God, I would love that. I would love that position. If I'm not competing now, because I might want to compete. I like to compete. I like to get my hands dirty. Hey, Janet, hey, finally caught this. I've been wanting to tell you about something my granny used to say to us when we were youngins. I was born in South Georgia. She'd say, I'm going to shake you until you spit and then shake you for spitting. Take your own alcohol. I suggest Wild Turkey 101. Janet, I like that right there. I'm going to shake you until you spit and then shake you for spitting. I don't know if I've ever heard that one. I've heard some pretty good ones though. My favorite one my grandpa used to always say was shit in one hand, wish in the other, and see which fills up faster. That was one of my favorite ones. My grandpa ran that one into the ground. May he rest in peace. But he used to run that one into the ground. Come to Massachusetts completely legal. Yeah, I need to come somewhere where it's completely legal. Apparently is what I need to do. Grow my own too. Yeah, man. Lanier County 13, Mitchell County 0. Ricky, what is the Berrien County score? Ricky, can you give me the Berrien County score? Berrien Cook game. I got a good feeling we're getting smacked. Last time I checked, we were losing 21-6. I have a good feeling we are getting smacked. My team, Berrien County, has never been a good football. Well, we were in the 80s, a little bit in the 90s. We had some decent ones, decent teams. Berrien County, my football team. I'll tell you guys this quick story before I get off here because I'm on 5%, so my phone's not going to last much longer. But I will give you guys this short story. Back when my senior year of high school, I'll never forget, we made the playoffs in football. The thing was, we only had 4 teams in the division. Now, if you guys don't know how the playoffs work in high school football, the top 4 teams from each division make the playoffs. Again, the top 4 make the playoffs. There were only 4 teams in the division because Albany had moved up. So we went from 5 to 4. So basically, we could have went 0-10 that year and still made the playoffs. We could have not won a single game and still win. We were guaranteed a spot. But yet our school still made such a big fucking deal about it. Oh, the first time we made the playoffs in 25 fucking years and all this, and off a technicality, mind you. First playoffs in 25 years. And they went all out, man. They went and they built a new football stadium, new turf, bleachers. They redid the whole fucking side of the school, right? Here's the thing. My senior year, bro, our cross country and track team, we were fucking going to state left and right. Like we were winning race, especially me. I can't speak for everybody, especially me. We were winning we were beating the fuck out of people in track and cross country, and they wouldn't give us a dime. We had to wear hand-me-down jerseys and faded glory. My fucking teammates used to call me faded glory because my shirt was fucking orange. It wasn't even red. It was fucking orange. It was faded. And yet they got all that new shit. And I fucking hate small town politics, and I fucking hate it. But yeah, man. How are we doing? I hope been growing my own for 45 years. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, what's the score of that Berrien game? My man said he was going to look it up. I want to see. But yeah, we made it the playoffs on a technicality. And yeah, I hated that shit. I hated it ever since. But anyways, you guys, unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it for tonight. My phone is on 3% right now. That bitch is about dead. So, yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Anyway, it's 10:30 anyways. I got shit I gotta do tonight. And by that, I mean absolutely nothing. Probably gonna roll up and go hit a dirt road, you guys. That's probably what I'm about to go do. Roll me one, hit a dirty, let my phone charge for a minute so I can listen to some music. I ain't got my son tonight, so I'm a free man. And I think that's what I'm going to do to enjoy my night away. Rebecca says, boo. I apologize, Rebecca. I apologize. I would have liked for this live to go a little longer, but I did have a very late start that I do apologize for. I apologize for that. Again, before I go, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for watching me talk nonsense for an hour and a half. I appreciate all the stars. Thank you guys for sending the stars. That means everything to me. Like I said, you guys don't have to do that. So when you guys do it, it means a lot. Appreciate you guys for that. 6-42. Cook is winning. Jesus Christ, 42-6. I knew it. They're still paying for that. They built that fucking brand new stadium and they're getting their ass whipped in it. Bunch of fucking cocksucking motherfuckers. I gotta start going. I gotta go up there and start training with the cross country team. I didn't tell you guys this. I think I'm gonna start training for a half marathon. You guys heard it here first. I'm gonna train for a half marathon. And that's a cliffhanger to leave you guys on till next time we go live. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Unfortunately, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. Phone's on 1%. Stay cool. I appreciate you.